Here, and today I will be showing you how to make some teleporters in Rec Room. If you're new to Rec Room, this will probably help you out. If you're experienced in Rec Room, you'll probably already know what's going on. But there's two types of teleporters. There's people teleporters and there's object teleporters. Now object teleporters I'll do in a different video. This is for people teleporters. So first what you want to do, open palette. You want to go into gadgets, other gadgets. You need to get a respawn point. Respawn point, that's where people end up. So put that wherever you want people to end up whenever they get transported somewhere. Let's see. Then you want to do a trigger volume. That's going to be the first method we use to get a transporter going. Okay, now this method here only works for single player games. What I mean by that is when you jump into a room, if you're the first one in the room, your player number is 1, second one in the room, player number is 2, so on and so forth. So with this right here, whatever you plug up, whatever number comes into this green thing, we'll say spawn player number 3 here now, if you put a 3 into it. This trigger volume will always pull out a 1. You can't change that unless you... I mean, you can like put a chip over here to make it say player 2, but it will always respawn whatever number comes into that green. So at the moment, if we just do this here, it's always going to spawn player 1. Once you put your hand in the zone, it'll spit out a 1. A 1 will go to that. It'll say respawn player 1. No matter what player hits the trigger zone, it will always do player 1. Okay. Now, in order to sort of fix that problem, if you don't use a trigger zone and you use a button, so let me open here. If we use a button, you can do the same thing, just hook up the red here to that. But what you want to do is go in your maker pen, hit configure this, send player as signal output. Now this will make it so that if player 2 hits this, it'll send out 2 instead of 1, and then it'll respawn player 2 there. If player 5 hits it, it'll hit 5 and player 5 will go there. So that's how you kind of solve the issue of only being able to spawn one person. Now it gets a little bit more complicated when you get to the red tab over here. That's teams. That's a whole other issue. But right now, just for beginning teleporters, you've got the trigger zone one that you can use for single player games. For multiplayer, if you need multiple, if you need the specific person who's hitting that to be transported, that would be the best way to do it. Go check out the other video if you want to find out how to do object teleportation. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff if it helped you out. And we'll see you in the next one. theRCLman out.